This is game week 26 predictions. Last week I got 6 points, took him to a total of 121 points. This week is going to be a quicker video because the game week starts tomorrow, and it's also going to have 11 games. We're going to have an extra game at the end because of that Wolves-Arsenal game. So let's get straight into it. Spurs versus Newcastle is first. Two teams that lost their game week and two teams that are in terrible form. Honestly, I don't see much splitting these two teams. Both teams are missing players. Both teams conceded a lot. Both teams are not that great at scoring. And since both teams are in the same level at the moment, I think it's going to be a pretty even game. So I'm going to just say that it ends in a 2-2 draw. Next up, we have Chelsea versus Leeds. Both teams won their games as well. 3-1, I believe both of them did. But at the moment, Chelsea is just in crazy form. Rossinier has that team firing, getting at least like 3 goals a game, it looks like. But Leeds are going to make this game tough for them. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Next up is Everton versus Bournemouth. Everton won their game against Fulham. Bournemouth drew their game against Villa, but you could argue they should have won. For this matchup, it's tough. Everton's here. Everton is tough to call. I wanted to go for a 1-1 draw, but I'm not going to go for that because you never go for your gut feeling in Everton games. So for that reason, I'm going to give it to Bournemouth here. Bournemouth have been scoring a couple goals in their games. They have high scoring games. They do concede a lot, but Everton's goal scorers at the moment aren't really scoring. So I'm going to say this game ends in a 2-1 win to Bournemouth. Next up, we have West Ham versus United. Two teams that won their game weeks. Two teams that are in great form. Nuno has turned around West Ham. I thought he was going to get sacked. I thought he was going to be the next manager to go, but clearly he's not going anywhere. And then United, close to getting that 5-game win streak that they have been wanting for quite a while now. But I think United has to win this one. Or not has to, but will be winning this one. Because West Ham are in great form. But I think United just have that new energy with them. It's going to be tough and it's going to be close for them. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to United. Next up is Forest versus Wolves. Two teams who are at the bottom of the table fighting for their lives, especially Forest because Wolves is basically gone already, and also two teams that lost their game. Forest has been pretty disappointing. They just aren't locked in at the moment. They aren't realizing that they're, I think, most likely the ones that are going to go down. I think there could be, at this moment in time, I think they're the highest chance of going down with Wolves and Burnley. And Wolves here can be evil and drag them down with them right with this game. And I think they do. I think Wolves is going to get something and drag Forest with them. I'm going to say this game ends in a 1-1 draw. Next up is Villa versus Brighton. Two teams who disappointed last game week. Villa getting a draw, who they should have lost, and Brighton losing to Everton. Now this game is kind of weird. Villa is dropping points, but they're going against Brighton, another team who hasn't won in a while, I feel like. And if Villa is serious about this top 5 run, they have to win this one. I feel like it is at home. It is against a pretty mediocre side. I'm going to say they do win, even though they do have a lot of injuries. They should be able to beat Brighton with a 2-0 win. Next up is Crystal Palace versus Burnley. Crystal Palace won their game surprisingly 1-0, and then Burnley lost their game against a relegation battle, failing to beat West Ham, basically solidifying that they will be going down. Now this is kind of another relegation battle here, because Crystal Palace are damn near the bottom. But with that win, they made some space, and I think with this game they can even make more space, right, away from those bottom 5 teams. It looks like they have some of their players back. Smiley Sarr, who did get himself a goal. Munoz is back on the wing. Wharton, he's back from his red card. They should be able to beat Burnley at home, even though they don't win often at home. But I'm going to say it's a close game here, and Crystal win 1-0. Next up is City versus Fulham. City won against Liverpool in a game that had impacts on my health. At the beginning of the game, I was calm, but then second half, after Liverpool turned it up, I got scared. And then Fulham, they ended up losing their game. Fulham, pretty disappointing as of late. They've been losing a couple games here and there. And when these two teams face at the Etihad, City usually do win here. I expect them to win. I don't think it's going to be easy though, because in the reverse fixture, we barely won 5-4, which was a crazy game. I think City should win this one. They are in the title race. I'm going to give it to City with a 3-1 win to City. Next up is Sunderland versus Liverpool. Sunderland lose their game against Arsenal 3-0 in pretty terrible fashion, and then Liverpool lose their game against City. They had the lead and then they choked it, and now it looks like they're choking top 5. They are in 6th place. They are struggling to get points, and here at the Stadium of Light, I think they're going to struggle again. Sunderland has not lost at their home stadium all season. They have, I think, 5 wins, 4 draws, something like that. But they haven't lost. Only team to do so. And I don't think Liverpool is the team to break that streak. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Sunderland are going to go for it. They're going to go for the win because they can also get European competitions. But Liverpool's going to want to win this one too, just to stay up in the top 5. So I'm going to go for a draw. They even each other out with a 2-2 draw. Next up, we have Arsenal versus Brentford. Brentford getting a win against Newcastle. 3-2 away win. Very great game, or decent result for them, right? And then Arsenal win their game against Sunderland 3-0. But I think this should be easy, right? Or maybe this isn't as easy as you would think, because Brentford are getting some good results. They are at home with this one. They have the second highest score in the league. But Arsenal, their defense is just too solid, and they are in a tear at the moment, getting clean sheets and getting like 3 goals a game. It looks like Arsenal should be winning this one. I'm gonna give them a 3-1 win to Arsenal. And then the last game, which should be played in game week 31, but it's going to be moved to this week, Wolves versus Arsenal. Another away fixture here for Arsenal, this time at the Molineux, but I think that should be easier for them. In the reverse fixture, it was hard for them, but at the moment in their form, they should be beating Wolves. They should be getting a clean sheet as well. And that's what I'm going to go for, a 2-0 win to Arsenal. So those are my game week 26 predictions. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace.